Okay, so we're gonna try to attack the opponent's arm, Nick's arm, in this case from the closed guard. There's many ways to do the armbar from the closed guard. However, this is one of the most common, but also high percentage ways to finish the arm lock. So I would like to control the opponent's arm, and there's different grips to do that, and there's disadvantages and advantages to each of them. The grip that affords the most control but telegraphs the move is the following, okay? You will cross grip the sleeve or cross grip the, you will grab the sleeve with the same side or the wrist, okay? Let's say I grab the sleeve. And then with the other arm, I'm gonna go and cup the elbow right above it actually, okay? Right above the lower tricep, okay, right here. So I want to have a connection to my chest, to my torso, okay? So I grab and bring it down. Now, I'm gonna open my guard and I'm gonna bring my knee very close and behind his shoulder. Very common mistake here is people do this. Well, when you do this, you leave so much space that if the guy is strong, he'll be able to take the arm out. So you should not allow the opponent to do that. So once you get the control that you want, controlling the wrist, controlling the elbow, okay, bring, and you see how I'm sliding my leg, and I have my knee right behind my shoulder. I put my foot on his hip, okay, and my hip is off the floor because I want to make sure I maintain that connection I have with the elbow, okay? So now, even if I lose the grip temporarily, he has a difficult time taking his arm out because my thigh is blocking him, and that's what I'm aiming for. A very important detail here is the other leg that destroys the posture of the opponent. I bring it up high under the armpit, and I pitch down with my heel, with my toes pointing to the sky. Now, I can let go of the wrist and block his head so he doesn't stack me, and I can hip escape if I'm not flexible enough until I get the proper angle to bring my leg over. I would squeeze the knees, control the wrist now with both hands, and bring my hips up. Okay, finishing the armbar. Okay, I'm gonna do it one more time. 1, 2, foot on the hip, 3. Okay, and you see how I raise my hip off the floor. I gotta make sure the connection is there. I bring this leg high up, and now my angle has changed. I'm looking over at his ear. Before I was facing him. Okay, I'm perpendicular with him. If he decides to stack me, I might let go of his wrist and block right here. Sometimes I'm flexible enough to bring the leg over, sometimes I'm not. So I'm gonna put the foot on the floor and hip escape. Leg will go over, I'm gonna squeeze my knees. Okay, toes up, heels down, and extend my hip up. Let's talk about some details about the move. Okay, so you will control the elbow and the wrist. An additional move that you will try to do is he's gonna try to bring the elbow down to the torso, but also he's gonna try to bring the elbow in, okay, near the center of his body. So go ahead, you see how he moved that? Okay, he got a bridge, so he, you know, to loosen the resistance of the opponent and bring it in. Sometimes you do a little hip escape, even though your legs are locked, you do a little hip escape and you move your hips to the outside. If you do not move the elbow in very well, you move your hip to the outside, okay? Now he puts the foot on the hip, everything is very tight. He knows the armbar is coming, but his arm is trapped. That's why I like this version so much. Yes, it telegraphs the move, but it does afford the best control here on the arm. And now a key detail here is he's gonna slide this up, okay? High under the armpit, bring the heel down, toes up like this. Now his angle has changed and he's looking at his ear. Before he was facing it. This is a key detail. If for some reason Nick is posturing up, you're fighting somebody who's very strong, okay? He's posturing up. Yoon has to use this foot to bring his hip near Nick's chest and maintain the connection. Okay, so raise your hip off the floor. Exactly. This is a very important detail. Otherwise, there's enough space over there so for Nick to take out his arm. Okay, so he pitches down, and now Yoon is flexible enough to bring his leg over directly, blocking his face just in case Nick decides to stack him. He will transition from the grip to the elbow to the wrist. Knees will be squeezed together. His hips will be raised. And at the same time, he will try to straighten his leg. Straighten both of his legs. Boom. And that's it. That's how you finish the armbar from the close guard.